Most people think the Bible is just about heaven and hell, but from the very beginning, it's also about land and the legacy that comes with it. From Genesis to Revelation, the Creator Yahweh ties his promise not just to people, but to place. This isn't just spiritual, it's physical, and it's generational. God's first promise to Abraham wasn't a book or a religion, it was land.
To your descendants I will give this land.
Genesis 12:7. He didn't just call a people, he carved out a place. And that land became the anchor of the covenant, a home, a sanctuary, a responsibility. The land was divided by tribe. Each family inherited a portion, not to flip, but to keep. Fathers passed it to sons. Sons taught their children. This was how legacy was preserved, through soil. That's why the Torah declared,
"The land shall not be sold permanently, for it is mine."
Leviticus 25:23. Because selling your land meant selling your future. But when the covenant was broken, so was possession. Disobedience scattered the 12 tribes. Enemies marched in, and the land was lost, not just once, but again and again. Not because the promise changed, but because the people forgot what it meant to keep it. They sold the sacred and traded inheritance for survival. Centuries later, the pattern returned. The people of the book scattered again, sold, shackled, and silenced. Their names changed, their history erased. And once again, the land was taken, but not by sword. This time, by systems, mortgages, red lines, and generational debt. Legacy replaced by loans. Inheritors became tenants. Now we are forced to work for others in new fields of our chosen study, even for our enemies, making them rich. Today, most don't own the ground they walk on. They rent, lease, drift, because the connection to land and covenant was never restored. We were taught to chase paper, not purpose, to leave the land behind instead of coming back to it. And so, while the ancestors tilled and toiled, we scroll up and down in our phones, and we forget. But the word didn't forget, it still whispers.
"A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children."
Proverbs 13:22. Not just savings, not stocks, but soil. Identity rooted in place. The land holds names, bloodlines, and stories. If you've ever felt disconnected, maybe it's because your inheritance was interrupted, but it can still be restored. We may not own kingdoms, but we can reclaim covenant. Start small, with one seed, one fence post, one prayer. The land is patient, it remembers, and it waits. We don't need approval to begin again, just courage to return. Land is not just geography, it's prophecy. And your legacy, it begins the moment you remember who you are and what you were given. The covenant hasn't expired. It's buried in the dirt, waiting to be uncovered.